Hi, good morning. This is Rachael Plaine, and I'm here at Berkshire Yoga Dance and Fitness, and we are here for our moderate flow yoga class that usually is taught in studio at 9 to 10 every Friday. So we're going to get started in just a moment. I'm sorry that I'm a couple minutes late logging on. It took me a little bit to get the camera situated today, but we're here. So I'm getting ready for a nice 4th of July weekend. I'm glad that you guys are able to join us this morning to practice before we head into the weekend. So if you are just tuning in for the first time for these moderate flow yoga classes, we're going to start, as we typically do with all of our classes, with a meditation. We'll move into a brief warm-up, and we'll do a nice standing flow to get our bodies moving, to stretch, to find some strength, to build some peace and balance in our lives while working our bodies. So I'm so glad that you guys are here. You don't need anything special. I'm set up with just my mat behind me, but feel free to grab any blocks, bolsters, props that you want to practice with. And we'll get going in just a moment. While I see you guys logging on here, I'll just share some quick information with you. We did just get our outdoor classes up and going online. So we're offering a bunch of outdoor classes. I want to say maybe a dozen, like about that, outdoor classes with different instructors that are held at city parks like Springside Park, Onoda Lake, the Common. I'm also teaching up at Mount Greylock, and then Julie Pellerin is teaching at Brattle Farm. So we have a ton of classes happening, and we're just really glad that we can practice with you online or outside. Good morning, Amy. I'm glad that you're here. You're welcome. It was so good to hear from you. Thanks for reaching out. Good morning, Helen. Amy had a question about possibly recording the outdoor classes, which was a great question. I am going to play around with that technology piece. I'm not sure how it's going to work, but I'm hoping to bring my video camera up to Mount Greylock and record, and then maybe be able to offer that somehow virtually. And another thought is to possibly live stream some of the outdoor classes down the road once I get settled into how they're going to run and get people checked in and just what that whole process is going to look like. So if you're interested in joining us outside, you can visit BerkshireYogaDanceFitness.com and just go to our schedule, and it has all the information about the outdoor classes and how you pre-register for those. So we're going to get going. My first outdoor class is going to be Sunday at Mount Greylock. That class is booked, it looks like. We're limited at 9 people, but there's a wait list that you can join, so feel free to sign up for that. And I have other Mount Greylock classes happening throughout the summer. So we'll get going. Thanks for joining us. So come take a seat. We'll start seated on your mat. So you can come find a comfortable position, and then we'll begin. And I'll check in with you again at the end. So enjoy, and we'll get right to it. So come find a seat. Good. Oh, Kelly, good morning. I'm so glad that you found us, and thank you for the nice note. We're glad that you're enjoying the classes. That's been one of the joys of these virtual classes, is that we're meeting people that we might not have normally connected with, yourself and Amy included, people that don't even live around here necessarily, which is so cool. Good morning, Amy, too. Welcome. All right, let's go. So we'll come sit. So coming into our comfortable seat, you can take some time just to find a place that feels good for you. So I always offer you the option to sit up on something. So I'm sitting just on the ground today, but you could be on a bolster, you could be on a pillow, on a blanket, on a cushion, on a block, on anything that might help support your body. So close your eyes. And this centering that I like to offer you in the beginning of all the classes that I'm guiding is a good way to kind of set up for our physical practice. So we're dropping out of whatever happened before we arrived. So you can close your eyes, dropping out of any responsibility, any plans, any thing that's weighing on your mind, and just letting yourself be right here. So go ahead and feel the legs. You can let the hands touch the knees or the thighs, sending the message to the body that it's time to land. Maybe inviting in any gentle sway or rock or anything to find the center of gravity more easily, that center point in your body where you can sit most effortlessly. Let's begin with a shoulder shrug today. So inhale, lift the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale through the nose, roll them back and down. Take that a couple times. Inhale, lift the shoulders. Exhale, release the shoulders. And do that once more. Inhale up. Exhale, release. And then last time, big breath, lift up. And exhale, release. Bring your palms open, let the backs of the hands connect to the lap, sit up long and tall. And the next time that you breathe out, just drop your head. So keep your whole spinal column long except for the very top, for the neck and the head. Just drop the chin to the chest. Hold there, soften the muscles in your face, the eyes and the jaw. On your next inhale, bring the right ear over to the right shoulder. Open up the left side of the neck and open up the face. And then exhale, bring your chin to your chest. Hold there. Come the other way, bring the other ear to the other shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. And then take that one more time, each side, ear to shoulder. And exhale, chin to chest. And then one more time, ear to shoulder. And chin to chest. And then bring the head up, keep the eyes closed. Breathe out where you are. And then begin to deepen to your 3-part breath. So breathe into the lowest part of the belly, the middle section of the ribs, the upper portion of the heart. Exhale to soften the chest. Relax the rib cage. And relax the low belly. Continue that. So you're breathing in and out through your nose. Lengthening and deepening the breath. Let the breath become an anchor point for your practice, helping to keep you present right now in this centering. And as we begin to move and flow through our sequence today, and even when you transition off the mat, knowing that that constant rise and fall and ebb and flow of the breath is always there for you to come back to. It's always there to offer you an opportunity to reset, to find peace, to find presence, to feel grounded, and to connect to yourself, to connect to that inner wisdom or guidance within yourself, where you're most aligned in body, mind, heart, and spirit. The next time that you breathe in, just let your hands touch in prayer position, Anjali Mudra. The palms can meet in front of the heart. And as you exhale, bow your head to your heart center. And if you'd like to create an intention for this morning, feel free to do so. Could be a physical intention, something you want to invite into your body through this practice, strength, balance, flexibility. Maybe there's an emotional or heartfelt intention that you want to invite in, a feeling that you might want to invoke or strengthen through this practice. How do you want to show up today? How do you want to move into this weekend? And then on your next inhale, slide your hands to the ceiling. You can lengthen the arms, you can lift the face, you can open the eyes. As you exhale, goddess your arms, you're going to bring them all the way to the waist. So shine the palms forward, spread the fingers, bring the upper arm bones into the body, elbows towards waist, and then inhale like Tadasana with the arms. Lift them shoulder width and look up through the hands. Do that twice more. Exhale. So just a nice, easy way to start to link our breath with movement. Inhale, rise. And one more time, exhale, in and down. Find a little side bend or lateral flexion here. So inhale, interlace your fingers, release your pointer. Point up at the sky, lift your rib cage off your hip points. And then stretch up and over to one side. Just lift the waist and look up. Inhale through center. Exhale, up and over the other way. Inhale through center. As you exhale, release your hands behind, drop your chin, interlace your fingers. Press the fists down so you can squeeze the backs of the shoulders together and open up the chest, the heart, the collarbones, this wide open heart. Exhale, release the gaze, release the hands, roll the shoulders. You're going to switch the crossed legs, just put the other leg in front. So we're just warming up. So we're in our moderate flow, but nice, easy, gentle warm up. Inhale, sweep the arms high and wide. And exhale, twist to one side. So I always feel that it's a good idea to warm up our spine before we practice. So whether or a more moderate or intermediate class, making sure that the spine is warm through flexion and extension, like those cat or lateral flexion, those side stretches. Inhale, lift, and exhale, twist. And then finally through rotation, like we're in right now. Good. And we can do that spinal warm-up seated, on all fours, standing. Lots of different ways to do that. Lots of different variations. Inhale, lift the arms. And then as you exhale, take a hold of the knees around your back. So hollow out the back, the tail, like that cat and cow we were just mentioning. And then I'll rise up, lift the belly, lift the heart, press the collarbones forward. Do that again. Exhale to curl. And inhale to rise. One more time, moving with your breath. So make it be nice and deep and full and rich. The movement and the breath. There's no hurry. There's no rush. And then when you round your back, let's stay this time. So take that big cat back and start to rotate your rib cage over to one side, around to the front, around to the other side, and around to the back. So go ahead and stir your ribs. And as you're doing this, you can decide how big you want it to be, how fast you want it to be, or how small you want it to be and how slow you want it to be. So just find a depth of movement and a rhythm or pace of movement that feels good. Stir everything up. And then when the ribs come to the back, go ahead and reverse. You're going to spin the ribs the other way, getting the pelvis warmed up and the hips, the shoulders. You're doing great. Good. And then as the ribs come back, take that big hollow back, round your back like cat. And then lift up long and tall. Sweep the hands one more time all the way up. And then we'll do one last finger interlace behind you. Drop your chin to your chest, just like we did earlier. Press the fists, squeeze the shoulders together, open the heart. And exhale, release the gaze, release the hands, roll the shoulders. Press into the fingertips, lift the heart. If you want to press the pelvis forward, go ahead, open up the hips. And then sit back down. Come to all fours. So come over the shins or unwind the legs. So you're coming into tabletop, and let's just take our hip circles. So very familiar, hands in front of the shoulders and swing around. So another one of my favorite movements to bring into our warm-up. A good way to kind of hit all the joints, all the muscles, really stir everything up, begin to churn the waters of our body, move that stale or stagnant energy that hasn't been moving around yet today. When the hips go to the back, sweep them the other way. Good. And then when the hips come to the back, let's take one child's pose of your choice. So knees hip width or wide, hips stretch back, arms reach forward, arms extend. They could also come to prayer and fold back to your head. They could also come alongside the body. Couple breaths here. Good. Extend the arms forward. Shift forward to tabletop, all fours. Move the knees underneath the hips. Hands can be a little further forward of the shoulders. Curl the toes under. And then float up to dog. Lift the knees and send the hips high to the sky. And then when you get into your dog, go ahead and pedal out or walk the dog. So press one heel down and the other. So we're still just warming up. So this more fluid or organic movement in the body. It doesn't have to look a certain way. You can just kind of wiggle into your body like you're trying these postures on for the first time. Good. And then from your dog, let's see if we can find our most aligned dog that we can access right now in the beginning of our practice. So fingers spread wide, hands shoulder width, feet hip width, hips stretch back. Legs are straight or a soft bend in the knees or even a generous bend in the knees. Take a breath in. And full breath out. On your next inhale, roll out to plank. Breathe in, shift forward. Exhale, pick your hips up, dog. Let's see if we can do that twice more. And if this is too much, just hold your dog or don't go as far. But we're starting to warm up the core, warm up the shoulders. You're going to go one more time, shifting forward through plank as far as you feel comfortable. And then rising up to dog. From your dog, come to forward fold. Step either the feet to the hands or the hands to the feet, as many steps as you'd like. Feet come hip width. You'll give your head a shake, yes. And you'll give a head a shake, no. Let the head hang heavy. Take a couple shoulder rolls. Just loosening up the shoulders, relaxing. Shaking out the head again if you'd like. And then bend the knees and roll your body all the way up. Inhale, float the arms high to the sky, lift up. And exhale, hands to prayer. Stand here in Tadasana, hands in Anjali Mudra, this prayer position, eyes can close. Coming back to your intention. What did you set today? What do you want to invite into your body, your mind, or your heart? Breathe it in. And exhale, release your arms. Take a sun breath to the top. As you exhale, you're going to open the arms, bend the knees, touch the backs of the thighs, and then round your back like a big cat. Roll over your legs. Let your hands come all the way down the legs. You relax the bottom, drop the hands, and then inhale, lengthen, bring your hands to your shins, stretch out. Exhale, deep fold, bend your knees. Take your hands to the backs of the legs again. You're going to roll up. You can touch the backs of the legs, outer edges of the legs at the top. Inhale, sweep high. I'm just going to turn to the side so you can see that. We're going to do it again. So exhale, open the arms, bend the knees, touch the sides or backs of the legs. Round your back like a cat. Come all the way down. Touch the backs of the calves, the Achilles tendon, the feet. Drop the head. And then inhale, stretch out. Exhale, deepen, round the back. Touch your legs again, roll up. Rounded spine today. Inhale, fly up. And let's do that one more time. Exhale, arms open. Touch your legs, round your back. Big doming cat back all the way down. Drop everything at the bottom and then stretch out. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen. Hands touch backs of legs, roll it up. At the top, sun breath. And now this time, we're going to swan dive. So open the arms and lengthen the spine like you're diving into a pool of water. At the bottom, flat back again, hands to shins, Ardha Uttanasana. So it's a half forward fold, a flat back. Exhale, deep fold. So be near the top of the mat. So if you need to step up, step up. Step the right leg back. And step the left leg back. Hold your plank for a moment. So your plank should be kind of warmed up because we came in and out of that variation of down dog to plank. So shoulders warm, core warm. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, lower your knees. Lift your tailbone, lift your heart. Breathe in, look up like cow. And then point your elbows back and come to your belly. So it's a knees, chest, chin. Drop down. Push through to cobra. Uncurl your toes. Lift your chest, and now lift your legs if you can. Hover. I don't know if you can see mine, but my legs are hovering. Exhale, release legs, release body. Press into hands. Round your back like a cat as you come through table, and then curl your toes under and stretch back to kind of a puppy child's pose mix, so hips to heels. From here, come right up to dog. So press into the hands, lift the hips, come high onto your dog. And then inhale, lift your heels up. Come into a calf press and down dog. Exhale, drop the right heel, bend the left knee. Look underneath the right armpit. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, switch. Drop the left heel, bend the right knee. Switch your gaze. Inhale, lift. Exhale, both heels drop on your next in-breath. Float the right leg up to three-legged dog. As you exhale, knee to belly, flying plank, point your toe. Kick back, three-legged dog. Take the knee across the body, opposite elbow, point your toe, hover. Kick back, three-legged dog. Take your knee to your outside elbow, shift forward, hover. Kick back, three-legged dog. And then step or help this leg forward to the top of the mat. And step the other leg up to meet it. Inhale, lengthen, flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, deep fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. And exhale, hands through prayer. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release your arms. You're going to do that again, sun breath. So just on the other side. Exhale, swan dive, same flow. Inhale, lengthen, flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, deep fold, left leg back, right leg follows, hold your plank, take a breath or so. Know that you can modify this by dropping your knees. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, everyone drop your knees. Inhale, lift tail, lift heart, cow pose, look up. Exhale, bend elbows back, lower chest, knees, chest, chin, hover. Push through to cobra, but when you get the chest up, you're going to lift the legs, hover on the pubic bone and hip points. So they're barely lifted, but they are lifted. Exhale, lower the upper body, lower the lower body. Curl your toes under, round through cat, and then sink the hips through the heels. Like down dog or child's pose with toes curled under. And then come right up to dog from here. Lift the hips. Good. It's a little different flow. Inhale, come on the balls of your feet. Exhale, drop the left heel, bend the right knee, look underneath the left arm. Inhale, pick it up. Exhale, switch. Inhale, rise. Exhale, both your heels drop on an in-breath. The left leg floats up, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee into belly, flying plank. Kick back, three-legged dog. Knee comes across the body, point the toe. And you could also just hold a down dog here, or you could do this in tabletop. Kick back, three-legged dog. Take knee across, or to opposite elbow, or to outside elbow. Whichever elbow you didn't do is perfect. Kick back, three-legged dog. Now we're going to step or help this leg through. So if it gets stuck like this, you're just going to kind of grab it and help it through. And bring the other leg up. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, deep fold. Inhale, reverse your swan dive. And exhale, hands through prayer. Close your eyes again. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, release your arms. You're just going to layer onto that flow. So take a big sun breath. Exhale, swan dive. We'll add in some other postures here. Inhale, lengthen, flat back, Ardha Uttanasana, stretch. Exhale, deep fold. Right leg steps back. Left leg follows. Take a deep breath. Lower the knees. Lift the tail, lift the heart, look up. Lower knees, chest and chin. Inhale, cobra, uncurl the toes. Lift the heart and then float the legs up. So it's almost like a half locust, half cobra, lower down. Round your back through cat. Curl your toes under. Stretch back to child's pose with curled under toes. And then pick it up to dog. Inhale, come on the balls of your feet. Exhale, drop the right heel, bend the left knee, look underneath the right arm. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, switch sides. Good. Inhale, rise up. As you exhale, drop your heels. Float your right leg up, three-legged dog. As you exhale, knee into belly, flying plank. Kick back, three-legged dog. Take knee to opposite elbow, flying plank. And when you get here, hold for just a moment. And kick back, three-legged dog. Good. Bring the knee to outside elbow. See if you can hold for just a moment. And kick back, three-legged dog. This time, step or help the leg through, and you're going to stay here. So get it all the way through. Bend the back knee, lift the heart. You might want your hands on blocks here if you practice with blocks. Lift the hips, straighten the legs, head to shin. Do that a couple more times. Bend the knees. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, lift the hips, stretch back. Do that one more time. Bend the knees. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lift the hips. You're going to stay here in this wide-legged pyramid variation. So maybe walk the hands or the blocks back if you want, underneath the shoulders, and lengthen your spine. Pull your head away from your tail. You could hold this flat back variation for a while, or you could take a deep fold. You could drop the head towards your shin. Firm up your legs and square your hips. So pull your right thigh bone up and into the pelvis and drop the left hip slightly down and forward. And breathe. Good. From here, bend your front knee, keep the back leg straight, walk the hands forward and pause. Good, we're gonna lengthen up to a supported warrior 3. So let's walk the hands forward and just lift that back leg up and see if you could flex your foot and bring the head in line with the foot here. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release that foot to meet the standing leg. Bend the knees and swan dive up. And as you exhale, hinge at the hips with a flat back, sweep the arms forward, bring the head in line with the tail, and just hover this flat back, arms alongside the body. Release the arms, inhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Exhale, hinge forward at the hips, bring the arms alongside the body. Do that again, inhale, rise. And exhale, hinge forward and pause. This time you're going to inhale to rise and come on the ball of the left foot and then lift the left foot, flex the foot, and then bring the knee up in line with the hip if you can. Hold here. So it's like a crane pose variation. Take a deep breath. And press this foot through to warrior 3. Bring the arms with you. Press it through to warrior 3. Bring the arms with you. Hover if you can. And then sweep it down and forward as you lift the arms up. Down and forward as you lift the arms up. Hold here with a straight leg and just bend the standing knee and hover. So we're going to stand on this, balance on this leg for a little bit here. From here, straighten the leg. Sweep it down and back to that warrior 3. And now from here, it's a little different. Bend the standing knee, bend your top knee. So you're kind of crouching down like a little bent warrior 3. And now sweep it forward and up. One more time, stretch the leg. We're going to do one more thing here. Sweep it back. And from here, open the arms to T. Bend your standing leg and like you're going to curtsy. Just take a little curtsy. Open the arms, little curtsy. Good. And standing split. Drop the arms, lift the leg high. Bring the head towards your shin. Do that curtsy again. Bend the knees, drop down. Good. And then lift up, straighten the legs. One more time, little curtsy, drop it down. And lift up, straighten the legs. Good, from here, step it back to a low lunge. You're gonna walk your hands to the long edge of the mat, to the open end of the mat. Walk your hands, pivot the toes forward, and then pivot your left foot out and bend your left knee. So you're coming into this like big lunge on the other side. Hold right here. So for some of us, we're going to stay right here. It's going to be perfect. Others of us, externally rotate the right leg, so pluck your toes up and sink the hips a little lower. So if that feels like it's in the cards, go for it. If not, skip it. If you want, you're going to go a little deeper. Reach the left arm out to the corner of the mat in the inner thigh area, and then sweep the right arm out and up. Good. Release. Good. From here, walk through center, widen your stance. Your toes forward and your heels back. Lengthen your spine up. And then exhale, deepen your fold. So we're just going to take a little rest. Hold here, drop the head. You could send the arms forward, like down dog. You could reach the arms through the legs. You could hold your big toes or ankles. You could find any movement if you want, or stillness. We've been doing a lot of moving, kind of in and out of that standing one-legged balance, so you might want to just rest for a moment. Take a couple breaths. You're doing great. Good. Bring your hands back underneath the shoulders and bend the knees. Place your hands on the thighs and lengthen your spine to come up. At the top, take a big sun breath. Exhale, open arms, shoulder height. Let's turn the front foot forward, the original front foot. So that's the right foot. Bend the right knee, warrior 2. So familiar, right? We all know this. Take a look over your front middle finger. Take a deep breath. And now cartwheel down, right arm, left arm. Pivot on the ball of the back foot. Press into the left hand and revolve. Lift the right arm. Take a deep breath. Exhale, lower the hand. We're going to take a more traditional vinyasa here, so you can step the front leg back to meet the back leg. You could either lower knees, chest, and chin like we've been practicing, or take a full chaturanga, bring the shoulders in front of the head, or shoulder, wrist, hover at 90 or come to belly, and inhale, cobra or up dog. Up dog, you'd be on the tops of the feet, you'd lift the knees and straighten the arms. Exhale, down dog. Good. Inhale, rise high on the balls of the feet. Exhale, drop the right heel, bend the left knee, pedal out. That should feel good. Stretch that right leg. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, switch. Inhale, rise. Exhale, both heels drop. You can either take little baby steps forward or maybe float the right leg up. Step the right leg through, then the left leg. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, deep fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands straight through prayer. Close your eyes. Let's take a moment to land. We'll hold for a couple breaths here. So closed eyes, standing up tall into Dasana, mountain pose with hands at prayer, Anjali Mudra. And just feeling your breath, feeling that anchor point of your breath again. Feeling the presence in your body, your mind, and your heart. Feeling the vitality that you're creating, cultivating through this practice. This aliveness within yourself, this prana or energy coursing through the body. Just noticing that, acknowledging that, feeling that. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, release your arms. You're going to do the whole thing on the other side. Hopefully we remember it. So step up to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift the arms, sun breath. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, lengthen, flat back, hands to shins or fingertips to the mat. Exhale, deep fold. This time left leg steps back, right leg meets it. So we're in plank again. We're going to take that same knees, chest, and chin. So drop the knees, lift the tail, lift the heart, look forward. Drop your chest, point your elbows back, knees, chest, and chin. Push through to cobra, uncurl your toes, and now float your legs up. Be on the pubic bone and the hip points like locust and cobra at the same time. Exhale, lower legs, lower upper body. Curl toes under, pressing the hands round your back like a cat as you stretch your hips all the way towards your heels in this curled under toe variation of child. And then pike the hips up to the sky, downward dog. Inhale, calf press. Exhale, left heel drops, right knee bends, look under left arm. Inhale, pick it up. Exhale, switch. Good. Inhale, rise. Exhale, both your heels drop. On your next inhale, float the left leg up, three-legged dog, just like we did before. Knee into belly, point your toe, shift forward, hover, flying plank. Kick back, three-legged dog. Take the knee across the body, point your toe, knee to opposite elbow, hover. See if you can just pause. Kick back, three-legged dog. Take the knee to the outside elbow, hover, pause. Kick back, three-legged dog. And now we step or help it through. So go ahead and get that foot right between the hands and you're going to stay. Hands are on the ground or hands are on blocks, right? Back knee bends, lift the heart, breathe in, look up. Exhale, lift the hips, straighten the legs, head to shin. Bend the knees, both knees, front knee, back bend, back knee, lift the heart. Exhale, lift the hips. Just one more time, bend the knees, pick it up, and lift the hips. Stay at the top. Walk the hands back or the blocks back if you want, and lengthen out. So get a flat back. So hands could be framing the foot, or they could be back underneath the shoulders. Pull the head away from tail. And then if you want, deepen your fold. So one is not better than the other, just different. Do you want to be in that flat back, or do you want to be in that rounded spine? Choose what would feel best on your back, in your legs, and hold. And take a couple breaths. Good job. Lengthen your spine. Pull the head away from the tail. Rebend the front knee. Walk the hands back. Hold. Now you kind of know where we're headed, so this side might feel a little easier. I'm going to walk the hands forward. So this is a long extended balancing sequence, right? So the hands are forward. You're going to spring that back leg up and be in your supported warrior three. Come high on your fingertips, pull your head away from your heel, just balance for a moment. Because now you know you're going to come into warrior three a couple times. So this is kind of setting you up. Take a deep breath. And exhale, release that foot to meet your standing foot, hip width. Inhale, fly up, reverse your swan dive. And exhale, hinge forward like you're going to toss the arms forward, shoulder width. Hinge at the hips, stick your bum back. Take the arms alongside your body and have a flat back. So your booty's back, your hips are back, arms alongside the body, head in line with hips. Release the arms, inhale, stand up. You're doing this with straight legs if you can. If not, take a bend in your knees. Reach the arms forward, hips back, arms alongside the body, really working those hamstrings, strong back and core. And then release, stand up, breathe in. And do that one more time. Exhale back. Good, as you inhale up this time, you're going to come on the ball of the right foot. And then when you get the arms up, flex your foot. And if you have your balance, lift your knee as high as your hip or somewhere in between. It's Balakikasana or crane pose, but we have our arms in Tadasana, mountain pose. Going to press through to warrior three, Virabhadrasana 3. Press your foot back, open the arms, strong standing leg. You're balancing here, hover. And then sweep that leg down to come up. So just kind of lower it down and let it just sweep right up as you lift the arms up. Hold, and now you're going to reach the arms forward and bend the standing knee. Reach the arms forward, bend the standing knee, hover. Good, inhale, lift the arms. Sweep that leg back, warrior three, Virabhadrasana 3. From here, bend the standing knee and bend the back knee and just hover. You're going to kick it back up through to that standing sequence with the long, strong leg. Good, and then sweep it back again. And we'll come into our standing split. So lower the arms, lift the legs skyward. You can open the hips this time and bring the head towards the shin. Oh, we forgot one variation. Bend the standing knee and bend the back knee. Curtsy and hover. So let's just lift the arms. Remember that curtsy and hover that we did? So curtsy and hover. Now standing split. Go ahead and drop it down. I knew we forgot something. Lift it high to the sky. Now we're going to curtsy with our hands down. So hands down, curtsy, look up. And do that again. Kick it high to the sky. And little curtsy. One more time, kick it high to the sky. And then this time you're going to lower that leg to a lunge. So bend the standing knee, lower the leg. You can do it. Come on the ball of your foot. And we're going to walk right through to that big lunge. So walk the hands to the long edge of the mat. Pivot the toes. And you're going to keep pivoting. So you turn the right foot out. And then you bend the right knee. And you're either in a half squat here, or you're going to pluck your toes up and be on your heel. Or for some of us, we're going to lower our hips down. Okay? That's a lot of work today, isn't it? Hands are forward. You're doing great. Right arm's going to reach out if you want. And then open up the chest. Look up. Only if that's comfortable. You know you could pause in that half squat. There's lots of variations to modify here. So this practice can be accessible to everybody. Take a deep breath. Good, and then release the hand. Let's walk through center. So pick the hips up. Turn the toes forward to the long edge of the mat. Let's take a nice, deep, wide-legged fold together. So breathe in your flat back, and then go ahead and deepen. So this is like your rest now, right? A much-deserved, well-needed rest for your body and for your brain, for your mind. So we've been thinking a lot, moving a lot, different sequences. Lots of coordination, right side, left side, balancing. So let it all go. Let's take a moment to rest. Maybe extend the arms forward like a down dog. Maybe reach through the legs. Any variation you want. Couple breaths. Good. Bring your hands back underneath your shoulders and bend the knees. Bring your hands to your thighs. Press off your thighs, lengthen up. At the top, big sun breath. Inhale. Exhale, arm shoulder height. You're doing so good. Turn the front foot forward, and soon we're going to be resting on our mats. Bend the front knee, warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Hold that warrior 2. Take a deep breath. And exhale, cartwheel one arm, the other arm, pivot on the ball of the back foot. Let's wring it out. Take a nice big twist. Lift the left arm, look up. Deep breath. And exhale, release. Last vinyasa. Step the front leg back to meet the back leg. Lower either knees, chest, and chin like we've been practicing, or come through a full version of chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Last time here. And exhale, down dog. Inhale, come onto the balls of the feet. Exhale, drop the left heel, bend the right knee, look underneath the left arm. Inhale, lift. Exhale, switch. Inhale, lift. Exhale, both heels drop. And then shift forward, both knees drop. And then take it back to child's. Knees hip width or wide. Arms extend or come alongside the body. Take a little rest. You could roll across the forehead, left to right. Shift the hips. Good, let's shift forward to tabletop, all fours. Bring the knees underneath the hips. And then slide the right knee through the hands. So options, you could sit on your heel with the knee pointing forward and lift the shoulders above the hips. That's like a linear pigeon. Let me move this way so you can see. So I would have the knee shooting right straight out of the hip. That's one choice. You could also come to a full pigeon where you bring the knee out to the side and wiggle the shin forward. And it can go as far forward as you feel comfortable. It could be right in line with the short edge of the mat, or it could be angled inward, heel towards groin. You're going to lift the heart, but what we're not doing here is tipping onto that bottom hip. So the hip might be elevated. You're trying to keep the hip points square like headlights to the front. Take a deep breath, and then go ahead and walk forward in your pigeon pose or kapotasana. You could be on your hands, you could be on your forearms, you could open your elbows, you could stack your palms or fists, and then let the head drop. And breathe. Breathe right into the hips. Let the breath stabilize again. See if you can come back to that deep, steady, full breath. Beginning to slow the breath down. And just noticing the rhythm of your heart, the beating of the heart. Good. Come on up. Walk the body forward, or the body up rather, and the hands back. Bring the shoulders above the hips. Hold. You're going to sink onto that hip now, just what I told you not to do. Sink onto that front hip and sweep the back around. So you could bring it right on top of the bottom bent leg. If there's like a lot of congestion, if things are getting stuck and there's just not room to do that, uncurl the bottom leg, okay? So either the bottom leg is straight or the bottom leg is tucked in. You're going to bring your hand to your front shin. Either way, you're going to sit up tall. So we did this twist, I think, Wednesday if you were with me. So lift the same arm as bent leg. Twist towards your bent leg, take it into your elbow crease, take your long arm to the ground. You could sit up taller over the back shoulder. You know, you could cross that upper arm across the lap as well. Palm like a high five, looking to the side or over the back shoulder and breathing. Good. Unwind your body. Take a little counter twist. So twist the other way. Bring the opposite arm inside that leg. Touch your thumb to your pointer finger. Sit up tall. So it's not so much about a depth of a twist, but just this length, this openness. Maybe look to the back. Breathe. Doing so good. Unwind your body. You're going to use your hands to help this top leg all the way back towards pigeons. Go ahead and press it back. Bring your hands to the ground. Send that front leg back to meet the back leg. Just stretch out to child's again, hips to heels. Take a breath. Good. Shift forward, tabletop. So starting to wind down through this hip opening sequence. Bring the left knee forward. Choices again, that linear pigeon where you're sitting on the heel and the hips are square and the knee is square, especially if you have any thing going on in the knee or the hip, this might feel better. Or bring the knee out and the shin forward for a traditional pigeon, lift up. Another option here is that figure 4 that we do on our back sometimes where we cross our ankle over our knee. You could do that hip opener too. Take a deep breath here. And then when you're ready, hinge forward at the hips. Be on the hands or be on the forearms. Or open the elbows, stack the palms of the fists, drop the head, and take a few breaths. Good, come on up. Walk the hands back to frame the front leg, lift the heart, maybe even look up. Then look back down to the ground, sink the weight into the front hip, swing the back leg all the way around to come to your twist. So you're going to plant your foot to the ground and plant your hips down, and you know that if this doesn't work for the hips or the knees or anything in the body, just straighten the bottom leg. Okay, so set yourself up, get ready for your twist, hold your shins, sit up tall. Lift the same arm as bent leg. Twist towards your bent leg. Take the bent knee into the elbow crease. Take the top arm to the ground. Either stay here or bring the arm across the lap. Palm wide, fingers open. Sit up tall. Look to the side or over the back shoulder. Good, unwind, come the other way. Left hand comes behind, right hand comes inside. Palm turns up, thumb and pointer finger touch for that continuous energy looping through the body. Lift the spine long or look over the back shoulder. Couple breaths. Good, unwind the body. Last time, you're going to bring your hands to the front leg. We're swinging it back towards that pigeon pose. So swing it back, front knee's going to curl in if it's not already. Hands to the ground and then press back to child. So I'm just going to spin this way. So we're just coming to our last child's pose together. Good job. Bring the hands back underneath the shoulders. Roll up or lengthen up to sit on your heels. If that's not comfortable, come to a high kneel. If you're in the high kneel, you're going to bring your hands to your low back and lift the heart, modified camel for a little back bend. If you're with me sitting on your heels, sweep the hands back, turn the fingers to that back edge of the mat, press into the fingers and lift the hips here. Press the pelvis forward, chin to chest or head falls back. So either way, we're in just a little back bend. Take a breath. And exhale, lower. Everyone can come out. Bring your hips to the ground and swing the legs around. Good. Scoot your body forward so you have room to lay back. Lift your arms up. And exhale, slowly lower. When you get onto your back, take a big stretch. Lengthen the legs. Stretch the arms away. Hug your knees into your belly. Hold your knees or hold the shins or wrap the arms around the legs. And rock. Good. Bring your hands to the tops of the knees and start to circle your knees around. And circle your knees the other way. Good. Place your feet on the ground, knees up to the ceiling. Open the arms out like Shavasana, about 45 degrees from the body. Open the knees and bring the soles of your feet together if that feels comfortable. If this is too intense on the low back or the hips, take the opposite of that. Bring your feet as wide as the mat and knock your inner thighs and knees together. Otherwise, recline bound angle. Take a deep breath in. And full breath out. Feel your body weight start to drop. Let your mind settle again. Feel your whole body surrender and relax. Let your face soften, your eyes, your jaw, your forehead. Let your throat relax. Your chest, ribs, and belly soft. Arms long and relaxed. If you're in reclined bound angle, just feeling that opening throughout the hips, the groin, the inner thighs. Just relaxing, letting the body be open to receive whatever it is that you might be seeking from this practice. Whatever you might be seeking within your heart. Whatever you might be manifesting or creating in your own life at this moment. From here, if you're in reclined bound angle, still just slide the hands down a little bit so you can feel your fingertips graze the outer edges of the thighs for a little bit of support, and then bring the legs together. Glue the inner thighs together, widen your feet as wide as your mat. Some of you might already be there. Bring your hands to your belly, or one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, turn your head to the right and pause. Send your breath and awareness into the left side of the neck. Take a deep breath in. And full breath out. As you inhale, bring the head through center. And as you exhale, send the head the other way. And pause. Take a deep breath in. And full breath out. The next time that you breathe in, let the head go through center. Breathe out right where you are. Take a moment just to land and reconnect here. And as we prepare to come to Shavasana for a couple moments, our last closing posture, feel free to move or not move in any way that feels comfortable, coming into any final closing postures or stretches or movement that the body might want. If you're ready to rest, just separate the knees slightly so they're pointing up to the ceiling. Send one leg forward, send the other leg forward. Let the arms fall off the body. Let the backs of the hands touch the ground and the palms be open. Allow yourself to rest. Close your eyes. Soften your breath. Lay down the weight of anything that you're carrying physically, mentally, emotionally, any tension. Anything you don't need, just feel that dissipate, dissolve, be rinsed away by each breath. Give yourself permission to feel complete freedom, ease, peace, and grace right now in this moment. Take the next couple breaths in stillness and silence, just giving yourself this chance to rest and take in whatever you need from today. As you're lying here, just bring your awareness to your body without moving your body. Notice that you have a body and notice the shape that your body's taking right now. Breathe into the outer edges of the body, the fingers, the toes, the top of the head, the soles of the feet. Maybe bring movement back in, wiggling toes or fingers or moving in any way that would feel good right now. Eventually come to one side, just make your way to fetal pose. We'll just be here for a moment, curling up to the left or the right. With eyes closed or a soft, relaxed gaze, press yourself to seated. So you're going to stay in that place of inward focus or internal awareness. Bring the backs of the hands to the lap, turn the palms open, close your eyes and sit up tall. Finding the breath again, take a deep inhale. And full exhale. On your next in-breath, bring the hands to prayer position, Anjali Mudra. Let the palms meet in front of the heart. And then as you exhale, bow your head to yourself. Blend together on the sound of Om, the sound of community. Starting with a letting go breath, take a deep breath in. Exhale a sigh. And we'll begin. Deep breath. And as your head bows back to yourself, taking one last moment to honor the divinity and the light that shine within you. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Have a great day and an awesome weekend and a very happy 4th of July. And I'll see you guys again next time. I'll be back tonight, Friday night at 5:30 for a candlelight flow, a gentle flow. And then we'll be back again on Monday. So thanks so much for being here. I'll see you guys again real soon. Thank you, Jane, Mom. Thank you, Bobby. Welcome. Thanks, Helen. It was so great to have you guys here today. So we'll see you again soon. So stay tuned for more info on those outdoor classes. I'm hoping to send an email out today with details on how to register for those and just updates on our plan as we move along. So I look forward to seeing you guys again soon. So have a great day. Thanks again for being here and for sharing your practice with me. Have an awesome weekend. Take care.